Have you ever felt like you were searching for something you thought you didn't have? A little more brains, a bit more heart, or a dash more courage? Well, get ready to travel down the yellow brick road, because today we're re-exploring one of the most beloved stories of all time, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. This enchanting tale was written by L. Frank Baum and first published way back in 1900. It whisks us away from the gray prairies of Kansas to the vibrant, magical land of Oz. Our adventure begins when a young girl named Dorothy Gale and her little dog, Toto, are swept up by a cyclone and dropped into this strange new world, far from home. Her only hope is to find the great and powerful Wizard of Oz. Along her journey, Dorothy meets a truly unforgettable cast of characters. First, there's the Scarecrow, who's convinced he doesn't have a brain. Then, she stumbles upon the Tin Woodman, rusted, solid, and longing for a heart. And soon after, they encounter the Cowardly Lion, who's terrified of his own shadow and desperately wants some courage. Together, this unlikely group of friends sets off for the Emerald City. But their path is far from easy. They must face the terrifying Wicked Witch of the West, a powerful figure who embodies all the fears and obstacles they need to overcome. And what about the wizard himself? As the story unfolds, he is revealed to be less of a magical being and more of a symbol of human deception, showing how power can often be just an illusion. At its core, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz is a profound story about self-discovery. The incredible irony is that each character already possesses the very thing they seek. The Scarecrow constantly comes up with clever plans, proving he has a brain. The Tin Woodman is full of compassion and cries so much he rusts himself, showing he has a heart. And the Cowardly Lion, despite his fear, always steps up to protect his friends, demonstrating true courage. This journey highlights the power of friendship and teamwork. Alone, they might have failed, but together, their loyalty and cooperation help them conquer every challenge thrown their way. They learn to rely on each other, and in doing so, they discover their own hidden strengths. It is a beautiful reminder that the people we surround ourselves with can help us become the best versions of ourselves. The story is also a masterclass in symbolism. The yellow brick road isn't just a path. It represents the journey of life itself, a winding road toward growth and truth. The Emerald City, shimmering and green, symbolizes the illusion of a perfect destination, a place of false hope that looks better from a distance. And those famous slip a silver in the book, ruby in the movie are a powerful symbol of self-empowerment. They represent the inner strength and the ability we all have to find our own way home. The journey transforms each character. When they finally meet the wizard, they are initially disappointed to find he's just an ordinary man behind a curtain. But this revelation is the most important lesson of all. The wizard can't give them what they already have. He simply helps them recognize the qualities that were inside them all along. The Scarecrow's brain, the Tin Woodman's heart, and the Lion's courage were proven through their actions on the road, not granted by a wizard's magic. And Dorothy, her journey comes full circle when she learns she had the power to go home from the very beginning. Her silver slippers could take her anywhere. All she needed was to believe in herself and the power she held. Her famous line, "There's no place like home," isn't just about a physical place. It's about the feeling of belonging, love, and family that gives us our anchor in the world. So, what are the big takeaways from this timeless fairy tale? First, that true strength, wisdom, and compassion come from within. We often underestimate our own potential until we are tested. Second, courage isn't about being fearless. It's about facing your fears, even when you're trembling. And finally, the bonds of friendship can give us the strength to overcome even the greatest hardships. The wonderful Wizard of Oz has had a massive cultural impact. It's one of the most influential American stories ever written, inspiring countless adaptations. Most famously, the iconic 1939 MGM film starring Judy Garland. Its themes are universal and continue to resonate with new generations, teaching valuable lessons about self-confidence, perseverance, and the true meaning of home. It's a story that tells us that the journey is just as important as the destination, and that sometimes the very things we're researching for in the world are already waiting to be discovered inside of us. Thank you so much for joining me on this trip to Oz. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And do you want to forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure into the world of stories. See you next time.